Okay. So you can learn to do it this way just for now. Get some confidence going. I know people who are good, and this is how they ever do it. They don't do that call. So now
Oh,
in the
okay.
middle, I think what we have is good. So I don't need to edit. Right click in the middle right there. Right click. No, not left. Undo. Undo that. Control Z once. Right click. You click to the
Yeah, I
right.
did.
No. Undo again.
Right click. That was what I did.
You're doing left click.
Right click.
No, that can't be it.
Seriously, that's it.
See, that's what you're supposed to get. Now undo that. You need to undo one time. Remove this. Undo. Now right click again. Right click. So there we go. Make selection. Make selections right up there.
Okay.
Just enter. Or click
I
on
should
it.
say okay. About what feather radius, blah blah blah.
Forget about that for now.
I should just say okay, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I think what we have is good. So what you want to do now is before anything, so you see how this works. Make your layer panel. Um, bring up your layer panel. Yeah. Okay. Good. So now Control J. Good. Let's see what we got. Hide the one below.
No. Okay, let me I would oh your screen share. I wanted
Hide the one
to go back to my phone
to your phone. No problem. You're gonna go back to your phone from here, but just hide the
so
one
that
below.
I can watch you do it. Okay, so I
Okay.
should should I rename this?
Yeah, rename that and hide the one below. Let's just be sure you have it right. Hide the layer below. See this layer below? Click on that hide. And just let's hide it. Okay?
This one?
Yeah, click on the eyes. The eyes left to it.
Here. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, here.
Yeah, there we go. See, we don't have it. So undo everything.
Yeah.
Not too much, just undo. One more. Rebuild the undo. Control Z. Good.
Yeah.
Now I want you to do something. I want you to press Control 0 so you see something. Control 0. Notice how the selection runs round the edge, right?
Yeah.
Which means what we've selected is everything but the cup. So the way to correct that is go up to your menu, go to select, go up to select. No, select. Don't stop your recording. Select. It's beside filter. It's up there, the menu.
Here?
No. Menu bar.
Hold on. Menu bar. Where is that? Is it beside file or where?
No.
Oh, is it
Menu bar
here?
is at the top. Yeah. At the top. So go to select. Not toolbar. Menu bar. Top.
Menu.
The line that goes at the top, where you see file, edit, image, layer, type, select. There we go. Select.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
So what we want to do is
sorry, hold on. Sorry, I have someone at the door. Please just give me a minute. Yeah, hold on.
So let's move on. Okay. So now let's do. Notice how we no longer have that selection around the canvas or the image, so to say, but just on the top, right? So now let's do Control J now. Control J. Awesome. I'm not sure I should be getting that transformation tool. You know what? I want you to do something for me. Go up to Control J again. Control J. Good. But before you do anything else, I want you to go to the uh, status bar. It's right under the menu. The status bar is under the menu. So move up your mouse. Keep moving the mouse up to see what's going on. Where's your mouse? Move away from the layer. Hello? 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 Hello?
Okay.
Status bar is under the menu. So move your mouse up. Go on. Now go to the right. Go to the right, to the right. No, you should be on the status, not the menu. So move that a little bit. Move your mouse down
Sorry,
a little bit.
yeah. Okay, here, right.
Yeah, right there. So you see this one that says show control, show transform controls. Deselect that. I don't want to see that.
Okay.
So just select the canvas and hide the layer we're trying to hide before, just to be sure we have what we're supposed to have. Hide it. No, not that one. The next one. So yeah, there we go. Hide that. The way to hide it is to select the hides or
Oh,
deselect. There we go. See, we have it now. So awesome.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to rename that layer to the coffee. No. The layer we need. We don't need that one.
This one, right?
Yeah, good. All right. So now stop sharing and let me take over.
All right.
Okay, you can see my screen.
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. So this is what we need. We need this. We need I should have waited to do something with you, but that's fine. I want you to go to your.
All right, sorry. Can you just give me a minute? Let me call Madam. I'm sorry. I'm.
Okay.
Let me just call her. I need to call her. I did get parent.
So again, because I just did my recording again, I'm just gonna go over. So we went to image, right? Went to canvas size,
Yes.
and we made sure that we have
Yes.
this smart stuff. Okay. So now let me just, for the sake of this recording, I'm just gonna mess with my canvas a little bit, just to show exactly what we're trying to do. I'm gonna cut this value. Hold on. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna copy this value just for the purpose of the recording. I'm gonna paste it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to this. I don't know. I think I meant to. I'm gonna go there and copy that and put that here.
Okay.
Okay. And proceed. So you see now my canvas has rotated, right? I'm now on the landscape orientation. But what we did together is you were on the landscape orientation. You just come to the portrait. So I'm just gonna undo that. So yeah,
Okay. Sorry.
if you have that black around your work, you get it. If you have that black that just showed to me, if you had something similar around your work, maybe at the top and the bottom, if you had the black, just come to this background, okay? Are you with me? Hello?
Sorry. Hold on. Yeah, I'm with you.
So do you have the black?
Sorry. No, I don't.
So
I think
you have what?
I think no, I think you changed it.
Change what? I changed what?
Sorry, um in a minute. Yeah, I think okay. Black. No. Sorry. No, it's not. Yeah, I already have it. Yes, I do. Yeah.
You have it just the way I have it.
Yes. Let me.
Okay, good. Let's move on then.
Yes.
So
Yes.
again, I want you to select this background layer. Do nothing. I'm gonna create a new
Okay.
layer of that. So come here and create a new layer. Another way to create a new layer, Control N. No, it's not that. I think it's Control Shift N now. Okay, good. So do Control Shift N on your keyboard. Control Shift and N.
Okay. I've created a
So
new layer already.
let's give the layer a name. Let's call it background. Okay. So the layer is there now. So let's give that background. Let's give it any color we like at all. So I'm just going to give it this color. So you go ahead and give it any color because we're not going to use this color per se. So it's just a color to hold the space. So have you done that? You know how to give it color, right? You need to come to your foreground color, select any color you want, then select that layer and alt backspace.
Yeah.
Are we good to go? Instead of alt backspace, another thing you can do is select this paint bucket and just drop it there.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yes. Hold on, please. Mine is still white. What happened?
That's because you didn't select a different color before doing alt backspace. You need to select a color here on the foreground or background layer. You select color there and then use either of it. It doesn't matter if it's white, fine. As long as it's not just, as long as it's not just showing through.
Okay.
You're gonna know if you don't need to just hide this background layer. If you hide that layer and you're not having the transparency look, then you're good. So can we continue?
All right.
Or do you want to quickly share your screen? We can do that. We are back to the phone.
Don't worry, I'll get it. Just keep I'm with you.
Okay. So the next thing we need to do is this layer, this background layer, we want to just change some things. We need to come to this layer styles, add some layer styles to it. The first one we're going to do is gradient overlay. Okay.
Yeah.
So already I'm getting that gradient overlay there, but yeah.
Why is your gradient, right?
Gradient overlay.
I got the blue one. Okay.
Good. So the first thing is I want you to change this style. There's a lot of static under me. What's going on? So this layer, this style, I want you to change the style to radial. Okay? It's going to be radial and we need it to be at the center this way. So there we go.
Radial.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on radial.
Yeah, if it's on radial, if the center of it is somewhere away from the center this way, you can just click on the canvas and drag it to the center, okay? Because we need that right there.
Okay.
Okay, good. So now the gradient itself, let's go and edit that. You need to just click on this gradient. Click on that color where you have the color spectrum. Just click that and bring this gradient editor out. So we have to, are you with me? Again, I'm going to do that.
No.
Click on the spectrum itself, this spectrum, click that.
Hold on, please. Which one should I click on? Hold on. Gradient. Mine is not gradient overlay. Mine is just gradient.
It's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be gradient overlay.
It's just gradient.
Wait, what do you mean just gradient? Let me just bring this.
Sorry.
At this side, this panel here, this left column, what do you see? What's there? Is it gradient overlay or just gradient? It's supposed to be gradient overlay. This column here. That's got to be gradient. Yeah, maybe
I see.
Is hiding it. But do you see this? Do you see this spectrum I'm looking at? Were you able to do this radial? Were you able to do that?
Yeah, it's on radial. Okay, yeah, it's on radial.
Yeah. Do you see this gradient here? This gradient?
Yes, it's there.
Good. Just select this one. Click that. That's what we're trying to do.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah, click that and bring this up. Bring up the gradient editor.
Yeah, basis, blue, purple, pink, blah blah blah.
Do you?
Gradient editor.
But you're here, right? You are on the gradient editor.
Yeah.
Good. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to create our own stops. These are called stops. This right here, this right here. So let me just explain a little bit. Did you watch the video on gradient?
No, I have not seen that.
Okay, you need to go watch the video on layer styles or what I call Photoshop effects. So that's gonna help
Okay.
you with this one. Okay, so these are called stops. These two stops at the bottom are color stops, and the two stops
Okay.
at the top, the two stops at the top are transparency stops. Here's what I mean. Yeah, if I select this, I could go ahead and choose a different color, like white. And notice what happens
Okay.
in our canvas, white.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, we want to choose the color in the maroon region. Maroon. It's red, but it's not bright red. It's
Yeah.
coffee red or whatever. There we go. So I'm just going to tell you my values later. Okay. So now, I want red. So I want it to add the middle like that. Maybe just something orangey at the middle. Yeah, let's give it some orange. Okay, so let me tell you my colors. Of course, you can
Okay.
move this. You can move it. You can do this. You can move this. Notice what happens when I'm at the edge.
Yeah.
These reds are far to the edge, right? They're far to the edge. But when I move this to the middle, they come closer to the middle, right there. Okay. So my
Yeah.
color, the red on the left is C00219. I'm sure you can just look at
C00.
look at the screen, 219. So that's a step to the right. C00219. And once you got that, just say okay.
Okay. Okay.
And I want the location. The location is at 75. So go to location, type 75.
Okay.
Did you do that?
So, yeah. Look. Hold on.
You need to be done with this and okay, then you come to location.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now come to this one at the left, click on that. The color is FB7642. FB7642. Did you get that?
Not yet.
F F FB
75.
7642. You can actually look at it. Just bring your phone closer and look at
Yeah,
the.
because I zoomed the FB. Okay.
Bring your phone closer and look at the color.
I can see that now. FB 7642.
There we go. You want me to bring it up, or are you done with that?
No, I
Oh,
can see that.
location of this one is 0. So let's just leave it at 0. So I want us to keep this gradient. It's a custom gradient we just created. It's not in this list. Of course, you can always, yeah, I'm not going to explain much about coming to this list and taking colors and taking gradients. Go and watch that video, the video on layer styles or effects. So now let's save this gradient for later because we want to use it another time. So we're just going to do this as coffee red. I'm going to name this coffee red. Do you see where I'm writing? I'm typing in here.
Okay.
Here you have name. So there, just type coffee red. Did you do that?
Yeah, yes, I'm doing that now.
Click on this new. Once that is done, just click on the new. And that's going to add this gradient here for you. And that's awesome. So now you can come back another time and just use that. coffee red. And let's say, okay, we're done with this now. So, okay, we're done with this. Yeah, we're done with that. So you should have this left, okay? Are you there?
Sorry, hold on. Yeah, your screen just went. You know, I have to zoom in when you're doing some things. Yes.
So the next thing I want to do is want to come here to scale. I want to bring that down a little bit. What scale does is the color to the left, this the color at the center, depending on if this were linear or radial. This was linear, of course, to look this way. So basically, so now if we scale it up, that color is going to fill up more, and just how do I put it? It's going to be smoother, okay? So the red, moving from the red to the orange is going to be smooth, but I don't want it so smooth. I want it sharp because I want the orange to be like a spotlight around the cup. Are we together?
Okay.
Okay, good. So my scale is at 105. So you can just type in 105.
Okay.
Okay, so another thing I want to do, if I'm able to find it, I think I'm just gonna do this with something else. Hold on, let me see if I can get it started on it. Nah, that's not what I want. I just want a bit of noise. I don't think I'm gonna get it. What is this? Modify. Hold on. Okay, never mind. I didn't even give you that pattern. So hold on, let me just remove this pattern and yeah, our gradient is fine. Okay, so let's do that. Okay. Okay, so let's make our coffee, our cup a little bigger, just a little bigger. So Control T, right? And
yeah, Control T.
Make sure that this is selected so that you have a proportional scale, and just move H or W, either one. Just move them up that way. There we go. So let's just centralize it. Now, what I want to do, I think I want the coffee to just I think I want the orientation of the cup a little differently. So again, Control T again. Did you do that? Do Control T.
Yes, please.
Now, notice if your mouse is outside but close enough, you're going to get this icon. That's the rotation icon. If you were inside, you're not going to get that. If you're too far, you're not going to get it. But just close enough and you get it. So just select that. Holding down your left click, I want you to rotate that and have your cup look this way. Awesome. Awesome stuff.
Okay.
There we go. Did you get that?
Yes, please.
Okay, good. So I want to just maybe play with the color of the cup a little bit such that it ties a little more with my background because it seems to be flying up. But before we do that, let's create a shadow for our cup. Okay, we're just gonna create a soft shadow around our cup. The way to do that is to create a new layer on top of the background layer or below the cup layer. Basically, we want to create a layer below the layer. And the way to just get it straight away below the cup layer is to select the layer below the cup. And whatever you create is going to come between the cup and that layer. So Control Shift N for a new layer. I'm going to call this one shadow. There we go. Did you do that?
Yes, please.
Okay, so now to get our shadow in place, I want us to use the rectangular, no, the elliptical marking, because we could have used any of them. We could have used the ellipse from our shape, but I want us to use the elliptical marking instead. So what we're gonna do is just hold Shift and just create base. Okay? Did you do that? Now I'm gonna fill that selection with that background color I have, the black. Notice I have black as my background color, and I think you should have that. Make sure you have black. Of course, you could do this as a foreground color if you want. That's fine. So you could just go ahead and select black and fill that in. The way to fill that in with your as a foreground color, or another thing we could have done, we should have done that earlier, but we should have just switched the colors around. You learned that another time. So Alt backspace now is gonna give me that field. Do you have that?
Yes, please. Oh, yes, yes.
So you see the black is
Shadow.
below the cup. Now the way to make it a good shadow, because this is way too sharp, I don't think it's even, I mean, it's like a 12 o'clock shadow or something. So come up to filter. While making sure that you select this, come to filter. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, go to blur and select.
Yeah. Okay, I've done that before. I've seen that.
Select Gaussian blur. You've seen that before, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So select Gaussian blur. I think I like I like the 44 I have. So I'm just gonna leave it at 44. So let's just do 44. So the radius is 44. So let's do that. I like this. Okay, so it's moving a little bit to the left, so that's fine. Of course, if you want to centralize the shadow, we want a completely centered shadow. You can press V on your keyboard to go back to your move tool and just use the arrow on your keyboard to move the shadow around. Notice that my shadow is moving now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you just use the arrow key on your keyboard, but you need to be on move. You need to select this and then use the arrow. If you don't select that, if you're not on this move tool, it's not gonna move. So, but I think I like the way it works with the shadow just tilted a little bit here. So I'm gonna leave it that way. So we need to create a little bit of the shadow for the undo. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So the way to do that, let's use our rounded rectangle. There we go. And the radius, let's select the radius here, up here at the status bar. Let's give a radius of 10. Did you do that?
Yes, please.
So we're just gonna draw something around the rectangle there. Right there. See, there's a black. I'm just gonna go to my move tool and move that black to the edge a little bit. Are you with me? Did you get
Yes,
that?
please.
Okay, so what we need to do is rasterize that layer. So right click and say rasterize layer. We're just gonna name this as undo shadow. Did you do that?
Yes, please.
Okay, go to filter and do the same thing. Gaussian blur. There we go. 44. Awesome. I'm just gonna move it a bit more to the edge because I want to shadow. And I'm gonna move it up a little. There we go. But you can play with the shadow however you please. So moving on. Now let's do something with our shadow and our undo shadow. Are you with me?
Yes, please.
So select the undo shadow, hold shift on your keyboard and select the shadow again. So now I have two selections on my layer. Do you have that?
Yes.
Okay, so I want us to match this layer. So Control E, Control plus E. Or another thing we can do, let me just show you the long way. Go to layer and we're looking for merge layer. Look at this. It says what? Control E, merge layer. Okay? Okay, so let's match that layer and then let's rename that to what? Shadow. So it's just the one big shadow now. So that becomes the one big layer. And awesome. Okay, moving on, right?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. I need something, but I can't get it straight away. So I'm thinking about two things. You know what? Go to the background layer where we have our gradient overlay. Let's see if we can do this, if it's gonna let us do this. I want you to right click and make that convert that to smart object. We're familiar with this now, right? Again, we're gonna rename
Yes.
that background. So what we want to do is go to filter. Now I don't want it to do this way. I don't think I'm gonna get it doing it this way. Okay, let's just try it. Go to filter, add noise. There we go. Okay, good. I think it's fine. So my noise level is at 6.7. Let's just make that a 6, okay? Not too much of a noise. Did you do that?
Not yet.
Yeah, okay. You want me to go back a few steps?
No, don't worry. I'll catch up.
So I'm just gonna go back a few steps. So we've converted these words to smart objects, right? The reason,
Yes.
the reason we did that is if I wanted to go in and do more layer styles to base, I don't want to, I want to be able to still do that if I need a more layer style, okay? That's why I
Okay.
did that. So you always convert to smart object if you feel like you're going to need that layer later. You want to preserve the layer integrity,
No,
right?
okay.
So again, so once you convert something to smart object, whatever you do to it is like a scaffolding of some sort. So it's like there's a base somewhere, but then you're scaffolding on top of that. But you can always go back to your base and adjust it to whatever you want. So again, let's go to filter and let's go to noise and add noise. And I think 6 is too much of noise, so let's just go to 4. I just want a bit of texture, a bit of activity on that background layer. And so, okay. So did you okay that?
Yes, please.
Okay, good. So I'm just gonna zoom it a little, and I'm gonna hide the smart filter and bring it back. Notice how our background has a bit of texture to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I say one of the elements of graphic design is what? Texture, right? You don't want
Yeah.
your designs to appear flat unless that's what you're going for, and you must be really, really good or know what you're doing to pull that off. Otherwise, stay safe. Give your background some texture. Let there be some form of liveliness to it, right? Because texture, of
Yeah.
course, is live to it. So if I was to move into it, if I was to hide this layer, and then it's just gonna be flat. And because we have that gradient already, it's giving us a bit of light, so that's good. If we didn't have that gradient, that's just gonna be terrible. But we had the gradient and there's a bit of liveliness now. The texture just adds more to it. Okay, good. That just shows that our coffee mug is sitting on a live something. So our shadow, I want to reduce our shadow to about 80% opacity. I could come here, right, to this opacity and just type 80, right? But
Okay.
a quick way to do that is to press 8 on your keyboard. Just press the number 8 and notice how you get 80. And if I want 60, just press the number 6. All right. But I think I'm going to use
Yeah.
70. There we go. So now let's tie our coffee a little more into our story. Again, let's convert our coffee to smart object because I want to go in and just edit that coffee a little bit. So let's now double click into our smart object. We know how to move into smart object now.
Okay. Yes, please.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's come here to let's add layers. Let's add layer styles by making sure that the layer is created. And what I just said now has meaning, and you're gonna learn it later. So let's come here to layer styles again, the one that looks like the half moon. And the layer style I want to add here is photo filter. We just want to like give that coffee mug a bit of ambient light. If the coffee mug is sitting on a red surface, there's gonna be some ambience from that red surface, especially since the red surface is so large that we can't see anything else
Mm-hmm.
around it. There's gonna be a bit of ambience that it's gonna touch the mug a little bit. So that's just what I'm trying to. So let's select red. So drop down, select red, and let's just put the intensity at 15. Okay, 15. And let's save that. Let's check on our work can see how the coffee is shining. Okay, now let's take the intensity to 30 and let's see what we have. Type 30,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, save. Let's see what we got. So notice how our cups seem to be looking redder and
Mm-hmm.
the coffee is looking a bit more coffee-ish and some of the color is being corrected now. I'm just gonna go up to 40 and see if I'm not going overboard. But I like this red thing that's now showing within the cup. I like that.
With the coffee, okay.
Yeah. So I'm getting a bit of ambience now. And you can go crazy with that as much as you want, but I'm gonna stop at 40. I'm just gonna save that and close up my object. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is I don't know if I have my coffee at the needle, so I just want to centralize my coffee because the centralization I had on my coffee was based on the fact that the angle was to the side, 45. Now that the angle is down there, 90, perpendicular, let's move everything. So don't just move your coffee mug, right? Notice how I selected my shadow
Okay.
and coffee mug. So you need to select the two and move them together. Now, if mistakenly you move one before the other, just select these two,
That
right?
okay.
And come here
Yes.
and just centralize both of them. But of course, the way we're doing it is not centralized. So just move it. Okay. You can actually select your shadow and move it. So it's no magic. Okay. It's right there. Just undo that and go back to where you were. Okay. So now what we want to do now is let's go look for some logo. Let's see if I have a good font for this. I'm going to use the font I've been using on some of uh, the boss creatives I've been doing recently. Um, I don't know. This font is called Square BT. So I'm going to go to text, select the text tool. I think my Photoshop. Yeah, whenever you use the text tool, this new Photoshop stays slow down on 8 gig RAM at least, and that's what I got. So I'm allowed to complain about that. Okay, I don't know why it's not coming out for me. Okay, there we go. Okay, I have it already. Square BT. You can go ahead and download it, or I can send it to you if you want. So I'm just gonna say um morning something something coffee. I don't know. What should we use? What should we say? What should our headline be? Um, okay, I'm gonna say coffee to begin with, that's for sure. And I think I'm just gonna figure out what else I wanna say later. I'm just gonna yeah, that's a cool one. Discover date in 2017. I haven't let this yet. I think I have the
Okay.
I hope you have a cool font that you can use. Just go ahead and look for something cool. Okay, I'm just gonna come here and say something something coffee. I don't know what I'm saying. I want the color to be white. But that's fine. I think I like the reddish and the yellowish right? I think I prefer this one. Yeah, this is where your work can go, can be made or mad. You can do all of these technicalities that is so good. If you get the font wrong, the work can go from great to oh. I'm just gonna do this. I'm not gonna use this font I want to use. I'm just gonna look for another font, something that's going to tell the story I want.
This one isn't bad.
The last one, right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, good. Let's go ahead and just do this for the sake of time. Okay, good. Awesome. I'm gonna make this be under the coffee, under the shadow, so that if I decide to just do this, I can still do that. I like to do this a lot. A lot of artists, pros complain and say it's not good to overlay text and to hide text. I don't care. I like it. So this is coffee now. I'm gonna use the other font now for the name. I'm gonna say, oh wait, sorry. Yeah, if you're trying to select a new font, make sure you're away from what you were doing. So I'm just gonna say Alexis, Alexis coffee. Let's just do that. Probably that's something I can do. And I'm gonna use this font for Alexis. So just should be cool. So how about you? Not quite. God, it's so hard to find this one. I'm not gonna make Alexis. I'm gonna make it a small A that, and of course it's gonna be small because the coffee's gotta be prominent. Coffee. So I enjoy you to look for a crazier font to use. There's a font called Alex Brush. I don't think I have it right now. If I had that, I will probably go with that. I like it. But they made it and they didn't do anything else to it. That's probably one of the reasons I left it. I don't like when a font is not being maintained. Okay, I think I like my fonts to be maintained. And I think I'm gonna go for a normal thing with the Alexa. Yeah, I'm gonna go for something very normal. Yeah, there we go. Alexa coffee, and we're probably gonna just add some copy here. For this one, I'm gonna do a lorem ipsum. A lorem ipsum is what you do when you don't have uh, when you're just going trying to do a dummy content. Before I do my lorem ipsum, the the font here is Century Gothic. You should have it. It's a font that comes default to system. The font size I'm going to use is 12. Now, instead of just dropping and typing, I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw this, okay, with my font too, and then I'm going to go to type. I'm going to do paste Laura Ipsum. Yeah, there we go. And it's using such a small font that it's annoying. I'm going to make that up to 12. I'll put this at 11. What did I put at 11? Just so it doesn't look like I'm.
Mm-hmm.
This is the is it the corner? No, this is 11. That is the height between each line of your paragraph. This is 11. So I'm putting 11 at 12. No, maybe 14. No, no. Maybe I should just make this one at 10 instead. So this is interesting. Usually, when your headline is this big, or let me just say yay big, you want everything else to be yay small. I'm just gonna move my headline a little
Okay.
and use more of the room because I don't know. I'm not gonna eat all that space. Move it. I'm using my arrow key though. In case you notice, my mouse is not moving and all of that is jumping around. That's just my arrow key. You learn to use that a lot. Okay? So yeah, I like this coffee, and this has gotta be around. But obviously, if you were gonna print this, you should probably put it around 10, so it comes off, as it's gonna hide. And I probably wanna maybe tie this in. We should be using something meaningful. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Okay. Yep. You would probably want to say. We probably want to say some. A few other things down there, like available on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Yeah. I don't know who wants to make coffee available on Saturday. I'm just gonna say available Friday. So I'm just gonna say Mondays, I don't think Mondays to Saturday. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't give people coffee on. Yeah, we want people to rest on weekends. Maybe Mondays to Friday. I don't know what the rule is in industry. So I'm gonna go down and say uh, maybe yeah. What else? The different what do you call it? The different versions of it. I'm gonna say what do you call the one where you put sugar and the one you don't put sugar? I know there's black. Okay, black is without
There's
sugar, right?
black coffee, there's Americano,
Okay, Americano.
there's Americano, there's
Nigeriano.
uh
And I probably put Kenyan coffee. I don't know. They produce coffee, but I don't think they call it Kenyan coffee. But I don't care. Okay, so there we go. Mondays to Sundays, this is about if you want, if you have other content you want to see. So I'm just gonna probably put the description of the shop and all that down there. So I'm gonna duplicate this one. There are a few ways you can do this. I could do Alt, select, and just drag, duplicate. Another thing I can do is since it's a layer, every layer can be duplicated by using Ctrl J. So I'll use Ctrl J. It's not going to look like a duplicate like this. I'm going to hold Shift and my arrow just to move it away. And I'm going to say this coffee is served. Obviously, I want this to be a little wider because it's gonna be like a base. I'm gonna say 69. I've been posting on Facebook that my next address is Lagos Atlantic City. Sorry, it's Atlantic City. So I'm just gonna put I don't know what they're going to use there. I'm just gonna say it's not Illusion. I'm just gonna say Atlantic City, block 5. They're probably gonna use some American standard street naming that does make it look like we're no longer in Nigeria. Block 5, Street 17, Eco Atlantic City, Lagos, Nigeria. Yeah, we're still in Nigeria, sorry. And that's gonna be maybe in a smaller font. No, let's leave that at the same font, not smaller. So then yeah, we probably want to move this one up there. And this one should be in a bigger font since it's telling us about the different varieties of do you know how I'm doing the font? I'm still selecting the font. I'm using my up arrow key. So I'm lazy like that when I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, let's make this one bigger. I'm gonna use my up arrow key for the lettering, text type or whatever. So yeah, let's make this one smooth. And this is Saturday, flat, all that. And underneath the address, I'm gonna do my website. I want to say www.alexiscoffee.com. Now that particular website, I'm going to select it using, of course, you know the way you select Microsoft Word.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make the Connie white. Okay, so I think I selected something like that. Of course, you shouldn't be doing this way. You should probably put the website on a different layer of it. But I think I'm really going to work. Do things like that. Apologies. Okay, so probably want to move this one up here. So let's draw a line just to separate constants. Line drawing for me in Photoshop is always tricky, and I don't know why. I do it and it doesn't show up. And when it shows up, it's nonsense like that. Because let's just type 5 up here in the weight of the line. See? It's not going to do anything. Now the height of the line is 5. There we go. Now that's going to change. And the color of the line is that color. I think I want the eye to get out of the way. Come on. The height of the line should be 3. Are you able to follow? Am I too fast?
Just go ahead. You might need to send me the video afterwards. So I'm just watching. I'm stuck somewhere, but no, that's no problem. I'll take the video afterwards, do it again, and then send to you. Just continue from where I stopped, rather. I'll send to you.
Okay, good. Okay. So we've got that. I probably want to use the bold font just to separate the concern. Like so. I'll probably do italic one. There we go. I probably won't do it this way if I were working because I'm going to get too much of that. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go back. I'm going to get too much of that. Where's the line? Okay, so these are line. Let's rename that so we don't get lost. That's the line. I'm going to select that. I'll press U. Whenever you use um, whenever you use what you call it? Whenever you use a shape tool, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to edit it. Select it in the layer. Make sure that you select the shape tool again. Just press U on your keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so else you won't find the properties here. That's from Photoshop data. I don't know why. Okay, so there we go. Now I think the last thing we need here is price, right? So let's go to custom shapes. I don't think I'm gonna get what I want, even if I bring in another Gaussian shape. Let me try to bring in a Gaussian shape. Append the first shapes. Yeah. No, see, that's just nonsense. What are you? Okay, so let's just delete all. Just gonna delete that. How do you delete it? I'll figure that out later. I'm sure I did it in the video. Okay, so let's draw. Let's draw out the thing for our price. Okay. I'm not going to use any. You know what? Okay, maybe I can just use this polygon, this fix as a hexagon or octagon. You know what? Let's use a pencil. Since we can use a pencil, let's do another pencil. I just want to create a star thing. Because another way I could do that is to just go out there and look for, you know what? Let's do that. I'm lazy with it. Let's just go out.
Sorry, madam is calling. Let me just pick up a call.
Okay. I'm just gonna look for price icon. I don't think icon is what I'm looking for. I think price tag is what I'm looking for. Yeah, something like this. This is the one I'm looking for. You know what? I'm gonna use this one. I like this one. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, I'm gonna say save that. I'm gonna save that, and I think I'm looking at this and I'm liking my thing. To save that. Quiet. Save that. Okay. Right. So let's go back to construct. There we go. Construct. Come on. Yeah, this is sharing. Come on, this stuff around. Okay. Let's use this to just bring in this price. I'm gonna use this one. Just ties with the yellow one. Good. Okay. I'm just gonna make this bigger. Just like so. And what we're gonna do with this is still gonna be under the cup too. We're gonna call this price tag. Price tag. I'm gonna make that into a smart object. enter into the smart object, rasterize that, and then we'll try to remove this white background with that going on. I'll probably remove this one. You know what? I'm gonna remove that. Right? Oh wow, I lost some of that. Hmm. I don't want to lose that one. Okay, let's use the quick selection tool. Let's see how much of. I'm using my um bracket open to just make a quick selection. So a little smaller. Like so. Yeah, I think. There we go. I kind of like this. Okay, know what to do. So let's get all of this out. Yeah, we can get that. We can get it up to there. Good. Let's put that Ctrl J that into a layer, and let's use our pen tool to get the rest. So I'm just gonna do this and do this and do this. And just do that. What I do. I'm just gonna make a selection of that. There's a way I wait. Oh, maybe to invert that selection. Okay, there we go. Okay, oh yeah, I needed to be on the price tag layer. Like that. Okay, so now I can use my shift W to go back to the magic one. I don't want the magic one here, so I'm just gonna, you know what? There's a lot of work involved in that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna shy away. Okay, so another pencil to get us in there. This is too much work, but that's something too simple. But I'll do a class where we could create all this by ourselves. You see, I won't even get that. This one. I'm determined to get this. I don't know why I'm determined. What the time? What's the learning opportunity? So let's use pencil by doing something absolutely crazy. I don't know. I need to be sure what I'm selecting. See, there we go. I'm selecting the wrong thing. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna save that and close that. And right now we have that. What I need to do is Control T that, flip it like so. And come on. After all the work, you gotta finish. Okay, that was okay. There we go. There. Yeah. Now let's put the price there. We're gonna write the price in red. Uh, probably using this font here. I'm gonna write that price. The price is let's use dollars because I don't have naira here. I'm probably $12. So we're gonna make this red. There we go. We probably write it in like this. and Control T that. Let's bring that in. Here we go. Obviously, we gotta make this beautiful. There we go. What else do we want to do with it? Should we leave it? Okay, you know what? Let's tighten this. I don't like that the tone is so open. Okay, good. Now let's add some shadow. Make that shadow so that price tag. There we go. Too much. Too much. There we go. And I think I want the opacity a bit up. I want it to look like it's there, right? It's like that. And it needs to match. It needs to match this. Okay, so, okay, there we go. I'm gonna bump. I'm gonna put a shadow on that Allegro coffee. Too much shadow. I'm gonna just reduce the opacity of that shadow and probably this time more of the opacity. I don't think I want a shadow. I think I want it flat. Yeah, there we go. I don't want shadow. Here we go. Okay. Gonna move this time there. Probably not use the entire version of this, but just a straight up version. It's looking weird. Weird. It's looking weird. I don't like how it looks. Maybe just spread it out a bit. Or maybe not use the that, just use this. No, I don't like that. Or maybe use a yellow now. Okay. I don't know. Something seems off about that. Yeah, seems off about that. So let's look at this one. Probably do that yellow too. Okay. And the line, like the line here, press U and give it that yellow. How about that? Hmm. 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 No, no, no. I think it's the color. Oh no, come on. Yeah. The way I did the going back, come on, let's go back. If you undo with Ctrl Z, you can always redo with Ctrl Shift Z. And yeah, that's something you should keep at the back of your mind. Maybe, right? Okay, okay. No, no, no. I think I like the one. This, you tell me what you think, okay? So tell me what you think about white. And go ahead and try yours color. I'm gonna leave it here. Okay. So this brings us. I think I'm just gonna take this back to the old version. Maybe it's just the thing about the font. Legible enough. Yeah, yeah. I don't think the font is legible. Maybe we don't need the line. Get about. Yeah, yeah. Let's take out the line. Okay, take out that line. So let's make everything just talk to one another. Just talk to each other. And this price tag, I want to move that back a bit. I'm using my arrow. Let's let up and just like I think I want that price tag to stick a little more. It looks out of orientation. There we go. Just attention to detail is good. It's gonna be a successful graphic artist. I think I'm gonna give it an inner shadow. There we go. Not too thick. And a stroke. That's something I'm going for now. Inner shadow. Uh, black. I just want it to look like it belongs on the paper. Just a little more. Not the way. I want it to look high that paper like it belongs on the paper. Black. Yellow. I don't know. I don't think this is going to make sense. What? Okay, so I'm just gonna remove that. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the class. You probably want to take all of these. You know what? Let me just um, take all of this and just move it up because you want the room here to be the same as the room here. Yeah, as much as you can. Okay, so that makes sense. Now we're just gonna save our copy. Copy file. And let's cancel and export. Going to that, save our copy. Okay, there we go. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Let's just look at our copy art. Sorry. Where else put that? Okay, there we go. Export. Let's just look at our copy art this way. Awesome, awesome. There's a lot we can still do. We can give this a border and just tie everything inside and make it a little more interesting. But right now, I think we're good. We probably should put a spoon somewhere. Spoon, right? Yeah, yeah. We probably should put a spoon somewhere on that. Hmm. But yeah, if you don't want a spoon with your coffee, that's fine. But I think I'm just gonna put a spoon with it. Yeah, I do that a lot. I'll put it on soon. What kind of spoon do we need? Yep, I think that kind of spoon I can pick out. A spoon that I can pick out easily. Let's see, this should do, hopefully. This is a really small image, so okay, so let's just come to download here. Wow, spoon is not doing it, so we're gonna have to look for it. We're gonna have to do this. So I don't know, I probably missed it. Okay, still here. Oh, okay, it's gonna be useful. So let's drop that. And like I like to do, spoon. Let's right click, convert to smart object. Double click into that. Yeah, let's customize that. W for magic wand, and I think we got what we need. Contribute to remove the selection. Close that off, and let's just do Ctrl T. Let's rotate it right like so, and I think our phone might need a bit of orientation. Hmm. So I'm just gonna pre-transform. Q. So let's see it. materials. Oh wow. Now I'm using some of that. Uh, Very so yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Is that good? Yeah. Yes. No. Yes. No. Just give me your opinion. Okay. I don't think my spoon is sitting well enough. Let me see. The orientation is just all over. Hey. So my spoon is probably gonna be at what's my coffee now? And I should give it a shadow. Let me see if I can get it a shadow for you. Because I'm really lazy. I just start clicking attention. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah. Then you done that. Right? Yeah, awesome. Good. Good. One is under the shadow, so we got some of that shadow. I don't think I need this one, so we got some of that shadow on it. Right? Yeah, I think we did. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, good. So I pick. Let's color correct this one a little bit, so it ties more with overall look, and give it a red. Up to 40. I can did that one. Just save that, close that. Yeah, there we go. So there, I'm just gonna save this again. JPEG. I should probably save it as version. So yeah, should do that so that you can compare and contrast. What you like. Probably don't like the screen there. So yeah, there we go. There we go. Let's look at the two and let's see which one we like better. So I've got the one with the spoon coming up first, and I've got the one without the spoon. I think I like the one with the spoon. Come on, it's like the one with the spoon is saying ready, just ready to go, right? And I think I finally got the spoon to sit right, and that's just good. And the perspective is moved back from the cup. Probably break that a bit too much, maybe somewhere around here. I should have moved it up a little bit. Should be somewhere. Uh, I don't know. But that's just technicality, man. Doesn't remove from the awesomeness about work. So that is it. Thank you very much. I do a 2 weeks class. Or actually I do graphic design class every 2 weeks. So be sure to check that out. And the next class is coming up on the I think I moved that. So